It would seem the universe does not like peas mixed with its porridge, and Dave doesn't row. Welcome to League of Gaming Gentlemen Trophy Quest.
It's time for the League of Gaming Gentlemen.
Play ball!
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
So, hi everyone, welcome to this month's podcast. This is League of Gaming Gentlemen Trophy Quest, and as usual, I'm joined by Dave, Packer, and Stuart Whitehouse. How are you doing, guys?
Hello, we're good.
Yeah,
well,
good.
I'm good, yeah.
Yeah. I good.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah,
So, all good in the hood.
How about you, Duane, actually? Bit rude.
Yeah, great.
How are you?
Great. He lies.
Right, yeah.
Great.
Whatever.
Fine.
We all lie.
We all lie. Yeah, it's
we all
like
lie.
social niceties. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's great.
We're doing brilliant.
No complaints. We're doing brilliantly. So yeah, welcome. Blah, 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 blah. Don't know really where to start with this. So yeah, welcome. And Stuart's yawning already. Sorry.
I know.
I'm
Yeah,
keeping
where are
awake.
you?
Sorry. So yeah, sorry. Welcome to this month's League of Gaming Gentlemen Trophy Quest podcast. This month's game would be Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, but we'll get to that later on. But first of all, do a quick round robin. How you do? So, Stuart, how are you? What have you been up to?
Oh, I've been up to, I think, quite a lot of things, really.
Have you? Jealous?
But yeah, a bit tired. Well, I went to Birmingham Pride, and it was
Nice.
amazing. It was amazing. I stayed the night there as well. Got a B&B. It was fantastic. I've never been. I've been to many festivals in my life. Been to many, parties or gigs and things like that. I've never been to an actual quote unquote festival in a city centre. It was literally so. It was the whole of, well, not the whole of, but a part of Digbeth, all closed off. You had to get a ticket to go in there, and then there was the place where all the gigs happen, the actual arena. But it was in the city centre. It was the weirdest. I'm used to mud or lots of grass
Cows.
everywhere. I don't know. It was, yeah, that's it. But
Porta
it was absolutely
potties.
brilliant. Yeah. So it was a really, really fantastic time as well. So I showed you what bands did I see now. It was what was it?
It
what
was
her name from?
Heather Small from M People.
That's it, M People. And you were very dismayed because she had no band with her.
I was like, what?
But
She's
she was
backing tracks, and I was outraged. I was actually incensed.
But she's 60.
No,
She's
she sounded
amazing.
really good.
Yeah.
Well, she
incredible.
was played
But
live.
I was like, no fucking band. Yeah, she was singing live, but she had backing tracks, so it wasn't a band. I was actually very angry about that.
Yeah,
That makes me very
it was.
angry.
How tall did she look? Was she sort of? Because I want to know because she's
taller than you, Dave.
Well, yeah. I goes without saying that. Because she's called Heather Small, was that like an oxymoron? Was she actually big?
Dave, what?
I don't know. Maybe
What do you
you
mean you
should
don't
write
know?
to her. Why don't you write to her and let
Well,
her?
she was on a stage, and so when people are on stage, they look tiny anyway.
How far away? Yeah, but how far? Listen, Heather Small ain't drawing those kind of crowds, is she? How far away from her were you? Must have been like 6 foot.
No. Actually, there was quite a lot of people there. I would say a couple of thousand. Easy.
So you wouldn't like to hazard any kind of guess at her size.
Probably about 5'8". I don't know, normal size.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
not-
Oh, I'm glad you say that's normal size. Thanks, Stu.
Is it? I don't know. But why have you got such size anguish there, Dave? What's the?
Because he's playing. It's a joke. He's playing on the name.
Because
Small.
she's called Heather Small.
I know what
just
he's doing,
thought-
but it's such a rubbish joke.
It's a rubbish joke. And we're stretching it out.
We are
Sorry.
stretching
Carry
it
on.
We are stretching out.
Carry on.
Anyway, so I had a fantastic time there, and also we had a little LoGG get together, didn't we, Dave? Which you were there. Unfortunately, Duane wasn't there, and
Gutted.
our Richard
Serious
wasn't there.
Dwayne, you never go to anything, mate.
No.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Larry let down.
But
Let down.
unfortunately, Richard wasn't there. But James turned up, which was awesome. So we had,
I missed
yeah,
James.
so we had James. We
Big
had
hairy bear.
yeah, we had Spink. We had who else did we have?
Martin was
Jacko, Martin.
there. Fuzzy was there. Malk was there as well.
Yeah, Malk. Yeah, and so we went to a retro gaming convention thing in Wolverhampton and spent a few hours there. It was okay. I think we just had a good time. It was nothing special. It was just a few old arcade games and a lot of people selling old computer kit. It was okay. It was nice. And then we all come back to my house for a barbecue and sit around the fire pit.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was very, very nice. So
Did you play a movie on your big screen?
no, but we did have Mario Kart on there.
What?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, now I'm jealous.
It was
That
awesome.
would
Yeah,
be
yeah. So,
awesome.
but we didn't really play it much. My lad was playing more of it than we were. We were just around the campfire getting.
I would have been
more
playing
drunk.
with your lads. I would be like, no, barbecue, no thanks. Mario Kart, yes, please.
Stu,
So,
Stu,
no, I-
Stu has got the Rolls Royce of fire pits, mind.
I have
It's
got
a
the right. It's
lovely bit of
awesome,
equipment.
and yeah, with attachments as well. It keeps on growing and growing.
It's
So-
modular.
But anyway, that's what I've been doing. What I've been watching, I've watched quite a few things for me. I don't normally watch anything, but watched Bullet Train. That's a bit shit. I've got to say.
What, the one with Brad Pitt? No, that's
I quite like
great.
that.
No. You know why it's a bit shit? It's probably great if you've never ever seen a Guy Ritchie film ever. If you don't know even what Guy Ritchie is, even the concept of what Guy Ritchie is, it's a complete and utter blatant rip-off, and
wanna know
it's not
something?
very good. You've never seen a Guy Ritchie
Do
film.
you want to? I've never seen a Guy Ritchie film.
You have now,
Never.
if you watch Bullet Train.
No, that's not true. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. I've seen the Sherlock ones, and I thought they're pretty good.
This is why you probably like Bullet Train, because you've not. It's like going to a festival and you've never been to Glastonbury, and then you go to Glastonbury and you go, oh, this is a good one. All the rest are shit.
Is it though? Is
Yeah.
it though? Because this year was.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
We don't talk about this shit. Yeah. But yeah, it's the sentiment I'm trying to get through. So anyway, Bullet Train, I didn't particularly like.
Get a dig in at Coldplay.
Yeah,
mate.
it was more of a. It was just like trying too hard to be somebody else's film, and that's all it was. I just didn't really. I watched it all.
Oh,
it was
I enjoyed.
okay.
I liked
enjoyed
it. I liked it. Brad Pitt's good.
I
good
enjoyed
fun,
it.
anyway, you know.
I don't know. It was just trying too hard. I thought. I saw a film called Level 16. I heard that. No, it's I'd say it's quite an indie film. It was a Canadian film about these. It's about a boarding school, and
Oh.
they never. But they're all girls, and they're all
Oh.
they're all locked
that's why,
in.
That's why you watched it, yeah.
And there's no windows and all that. And each year they go up each level, but they're basically programmed to say, oh, you got to be the perfect lady and and you got to do all this kind of stuff. And I'm not going to spoil the film because there is a plot twist. Probably not near the end, but like 3/4 through, which why they're there and why they are being farmed. Let's say is the word. So, and I quite enjoyed that. It was quite a nice little indie film. It was not. I probably didn't cost much to make or whatever, but it was quite enjoyable.
What platform's that on, Stu?
I think that one's on Amazon. If you got Prime, then it's there for the watching. It's a good film. It's not bad.
Level 15.
Yeah, 16.
16.
16, sorry.
Uh,
That was a prequel, wasn't it? 15.
yeah. Two TV series. The Acolytes, which I think I'll leave that to Duane to talk about, and I'll jump in if he wants to talk about it.
Looking forward to
And The Boys. I do like The Boys. It's so good. I'm really enjoying this series. This series has been slagged off left, right, and centre, and I'm quite enjoying it. I don't know. I think it's
That's good, isn't it? It's no better or worse than any
yeah,
other
exactly.
one.
I don't understand why people are not liking it. Or what do you want? It's also the continuation of the story. I mean, they've got to come to the conclusion after this series. Surely, I mean, what else they could possibly do? But anyway, and I saw a film called Nope as well. So, which I'll probably talk about later as well. Where I've played. Oh God, I have been waiting to play this game for years. Now, listeners will probably hate me because they go, "Well, you could have played it on the PC, couldn't you? You could have got it." No, System Shock is no.
Joe doesn't sound anything like that.
I don't think Joe has got a PC, has he? He doesn't play on a PC, or does he?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So anyway, System Shock is out for the PlayStation 5, and I love it. This is exactly my game. Yes, it's a bit dated in its design, but you can tell where BioShock has come from.
Is it a total remake, or is it just that?
No, it is. It is a remake. They have upped up the graphics and that, but they've put things in like codecs now, and it's just lovely. It's just, if you like BioShock, I dare you to not like this game. I don't understand why you wouldn't like this game. The only thing this game does, which is not refined, is it is a lot harder in combat, because I think it's a very dated, the way, just the way it was, and they've tried to stay true to what it was. So, but apart from that, and the map, you just get completely lost. It's a bit of a nightmare. You always, because a lot of the environment looks the same, so you could walk down a corridor going, "I'm sure I've been here before," and you haven't.
You got the yellow arrows in the sky, like
no, you haven't. You don't have anything like that. Literally, you've got to keep on popping up your map, but you can't put waypoints on your map, which is nice as well, because that's how it used to be, and it's making you like try and navigate this thing, and you get used to it. So I don't know, I absolutely love it. Highly recommend it, especially if you like BioShock and you've never played it. Just play it, and it doesn't matter what platform it is. Don't care, just play it. It's a great game.
Did you buy it, or was it just
No, I bought it.
PS
I
Plus,
bought,
or
No, I bought it as soon as it.
No, it's in the store at the moment.
Yeah.
I was looking at it the other day.
Yeah, I bought it as soon as it was available, because I've had it on my watch list. I think it's been announced for 2 years on the PlayStation. And yes, I also use Steam, but I don't play PC games, and I always had it on my wish list there. And I thought, well, if it never comes to PlayStation, I might as well just buy it there. But luckily, it came for PlayStation. And yeah, that's Keynote Bridge of Spirits, I've had a little tinkle at, but we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about games later on.
Yeah, so
Cool.
Yeah, that's me.
Dave, what's new with you?
what have I been doing? Yeah, went to Stu's house. We did the we went to Stu's place in Starbridge. We did the retro gaming thing. I had a go, which was great. I had to go on a Sinclair C5.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Which was absolutely fantastic.
Was that the same one that Dave was?
Yeah.
There
were some guys. I had sort of 4 or 5 of them. I got on it early. I got on one early doors, to be fair, as soon as we got there. I think a couple of the other guys wanted to have a go as well, but they left it too late, and by the time we come out, there was a bit of a queue for them, wasn't there?
Oh right, I thought Spink went on it. Didn't he go on it?
I don't think anyone else went on it.
Okay. Yeah, there was. He was getting
I'm
quite
surprised
popular.
they're still working, because like they were around in the mid '80s originally. That's like 30 years ago.
I loved it. The handlebars are underneath your knees, as everyone our age knows. They know what you can picture one in your mind straight away, can't you? So you think, well, that'll be awkward to steer, but it was just so natural. It was fantastic. I'm not surprised they didn't take off, because it was quite easy to get killed in one, wasn't it? If you were
Very easy. In the centre of London, stuck behind a truck. Yep.
Yeah, and you're that low down. You just get But what a brilliant bit of equipment that was! Absolutely fantastic. And there was loads of just enthusiasts there, Stu, wasn't there? So there's the Sinclair C5 guys who loved that. You could get any kind of bit of bloody console equipment or whatever from inside, from all across the video game era, and these guys were just loving it. They out nerded us massively, didn't they? Really?
Good.
Well, yeah.
Good.
Stu was holding it, mate. I was a complete amateur compared to those guys. They were just wow. Yeah, that was really good fun. It
was also like a teeny tiny little MLG meetup as well, because there was.
Like, was.
There was Dave Sofall, and he had a few of his little climbing MLG.
Yeah, Gavin with him.
Yeah.
No, it's great. There's some pinball going on with that. It's brilliant.
Yeah, so it was all good. It was good.
I'll tell you what else I did. I've been to a barn dance.
A barn
See,
dance.
when you say that,
Barn dance.
I'm just getting flashbacks to primary school being made to do barn dancing.
What kind of
not
primary
good
school
memories.
did you go to?
I did it in mine as well. It was
Ones where they made
it
us
was
do fucking
compulsory.
barn
It
dancing.
was compulsory.
It was compulsory.
What?
You're similar age to me, Stu, and you don't live that far away. I'm very surprised you didn't have to do
I don't think it was called barn dance. I think it was either called square dancing or country dancing.
square dancing. No, it might have been called country dancing, but it's essentially the same sort of thing. You get paired up with someone, and then you kind of do stuff where you do like big circles and then all like little squares, and you kind of.
There was a
God.
I know what it. No, I know what it is. Never did it at school. I don't even know where.
My God.
No, I said, why would we do it at school? Why?
They did legging.
We did.
Duane,
What?
in Stu's primary school, they did legging.
Yeah,
in the tunnels. That was like legging lessons on a Friday afternoon or whatever.
What? Okay, now you've lost me. What is legging?
If you're on a canal barge on a canal boat, and you go through a tunnel, you sort of lie on your back on the side and push through the tunnel using the power of your legs.
On the roof of the tunnel, you kind of walk
legging.
Yeah.
Legging.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember learning about it.
Interesting fact.
Completely forgotten. Memory unlocked. Thanks, Dave.
You're not allowed to do that anymore.
You're not allowed to leg.
Nope. You go to the Black Country Museum where you would do that. You used to be able to. We had school trips when we did that. No, you can't do that.
In case you fall in, probably.
Probably. Health and safety gone mad.
Health and safety gone
You can't do anything anymore. You can't even leg up a fucking tunnel anymore.
God. Everything's just so woke.
Oh,
Yeah, but now, but you can barn dance your blooming knees off.
yeah,
if
you
want
can.
to.
So that was really good fun. Actually, it was quite taxing mentally and physically, believe it or not. And then at the end of the night, me and my friend there was a big old hay bale in the barn, and we had a competition to see who could jump on it and sort of take a run up and sort of jump onto it, but land on it on your feet.
Oh, okay.
So how long were you in A&E after this?
I couldn't do it. He did it. I couldn't do it. Probably because I was drunk, and in the back of my mind, I thought this could go wrong. So I was a bit reserved, to be fair. So I didn't make it on there, but at the end of the night, I was able to walk home. So that was a winner.
Did you need a step to help you on that hay bale?
I couldn't get on it. I sort of jumped onto it on my knees. That was as good as it got.
Oh, okay. Like Patrick Swayze. Yeah.
Do you think you would have fared any better had you not been drunk?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You had better coordination and
Yeah.
your balance was slightly better.
Yes. So there was an element of being drunk, and there was an element of I'm drunk. I know I'm drunk. This could go wrong. Yeah. Right. What have I watched then? So after Stu was absolutely slagging off Godzilla films,
It was terrible.
the other week,
It was awful.
I watched Godzilla -1. Have either of you guys seen that?
I haven't, no. I do like Godzilla films.
No.
I actually
Is
like
that the Japanese? Is that the Japanese one?
Yeah. It's on Netflix now. It's
Oh,
brilliant.
cool. Oh, we'll watch that. That sounds like good.
Is it the one that's black and white?
It's not black and white. No, it is set. It is like a period film. It's set in like just after the Second World War. I think it spans.
Right, okay,
it spans
yeah.
a few years, to be fair, but it's kind of mid-40s, early 50s, that kind of thing. Oh, brilliant! Well, brilliant. Yeah, and I've seen a couple of these, the Western Godzilla films, and you're right, Stu. They are a bit shit.
Well, they're all like style over substance. That's what they are at the end of the day. So,
but what this is not really a spoiler, I don't think. But what the way Godzilla's portrayed in this particular film, Godzilla -1, is he's nobody's mate. Do you know what I mean? He didn't get friendly with the Navy or help them defeat whatever. He is an absolute bastard, and he just wants to wreck everything. And it's kind of the battle
so it
against
should
him.
be.
But, brilliant.
So he didn't have bad toothache or anything and need that sorting out?
He might have, but nobody's helping him.
He
with
might
that
have.
because
I mean, that could have been part of his character arc, why he was in such a bad mood and being a dick, but never addressed, obviously.
No, he's a wrong un. He's in that film. He is an absolute wrong un. Which is probably that's right. That's what he should be. I too have watched The Boys. I won't talk about that anymore. The Night Manager. That's a good few years old. That is now. Have either of you seen that?
I've heard of it.
I've heard of it.
Is it a series or a film?
Series. It's like a mini series.
Yeah. I've watched that. Yeah.
You watched it?
Yeah. Watched it with Laura.
I've watched. I think I've watched 3 episodes so far. Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
And the baddie is played by Hugh Laurie. Yeah, that's all right. That's shaping up to be quite decent. To be fair, Olivia Colman's in it, but she's in everything, so that's not really news. And I watched Nope as well. Duane hasn't seen Nope. We had a conversation
No, I haven't
before we
seen Nope.
started, so we won't really.
Well, we can have a little chat about it.
You can have a talk. That's fine. I'm not super...
I'd like a chat about it. I don't know.
It's fine.
What did you think
It's
of
fine.
it, Stu?
I like films where nothing actually happens, really. And this film, nothing really happens, and I like it for that.
Nothing happens.
No, well, it doesn't really. It's a slow start.
It's a slow burner, yeah.
I like that because it's all about character building, and I remember this film when it came out. It got absolutely slated. You go, what? What? Yeah, it absolutely panned. Critics didn't like it. Audience didn't like it. To be fair, as the film gets on, I personally think it gets worse because the more action they put in it, the worse it gets. I liked it when
there's a mystery.
I liked it in the mystery,
mysterious thing. Yeah.
Like, and I mean, no spoiler, but that barn bit in the middle is really well done. I thought because you didn't know.
Yeah.
And then when you find out what it was like, oh, but like it was really clever the way they did it. So I don't know. I thought it was a good film. Who's the actor though? The main actor in it, the really quiet farmer guy. You know, with his sister is quite loud, but he's like I'm sure I'm seeing him in loads of other things.
Well, he was in Get Out, which was Jordan Peele's first film, wasn't it? He was in that. He was the main character.
I really liked that film. That was a good film. That was.
He was in Black Panther as well. I cannot think of his name.
Okay.
It's Daniel something. Daniel Kaluuya. There we go. Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah. Right. No, I thought he was brilliant. He played a really good character as well. It was really the way he portrayed, really quiet.
I think the bit with the chimpanzee was awesome.
Yeah.
In terms of how, obviously it was horrible, but the way it was filmed
that was it.
That was brilliant.
Because I remember watching that, going, cause I must have looked away and then come back, going, hang on, have I missed some story arc or whatever? Because also, like, it's one of these stories where he keeps on going back in time to tell a bit of story and then coming back to the future.
Yeah.
And then back. Yeah, but that was quite good. Like that guy's little shrine to it all as well.
Yeah.
That was mad as well. So no, I really enjoyed it. If you ever get to watch it, Duane, I don't think we spoiled anything really, but I think it's a good film.
It's good, Duane. It's a good film.
Yeah. It's a good film.
Okay.
It's a shame about the ending. It's a bit, but you know what? You're in it for the journey. Maybe it's one of those films. It isn't about the ending. So I hope I've not spoke about too much about Nope in your section, Dave.
No, that's fine. No, so nope, you haven't.
Nope.
Right. What I've played. Technically, I haven't played anything outside of the challenge. Any games outside of the challenge, but I have played a lot of a game that was not not this month's game. So, shall I talk about that now?
Well, yeah, because now that game is now on the cards to be talked about whenever you want. Because, go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Talk.
So, I've stayed with Returnal. So you guys have moved on.
Well done.
I've
well done.
Yeah, I got the platinum, so I've binned it. Obviously, oh god. Yeah. What?
Yeah, whatever.
What?
So I finished the story.
Well done.
Then put it down and thought, you know what, I'm not going to get the platinum because I kind of know what's involved in getting it.
It's a drag.
But then I've gone to switch to turn Ratchet and Clank on, and Returnal's been there. I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to play a bit more Returnal, and I just can't. I can't stop playing it.
Oh, I love it. I love though it's got its hooks into you. That's
I
awesome.
cannot stop playing it.
This is the thing. So I knew. See, when we were coming back to it, I knew that's exactly what it was going to be like, because that's how I was when I first played it. It really does get its hooked into you, and you're just kind of like being in that world, like playing that game. It's just, and when it plays well, when you're playing it well, it's just nothing beats it. So I get it, Dave. I get it. So when we came back, I was just like, yes, let's do this. Fucking love this game.
I think it's...
Sorry, interrupted.
No, it's... And the reason is, well, for me, is the mechanics of the game. So, it's Housemarque. I played so much Resogun because it just felt so nice to play. And it's exactly the same with Returnal. Once you get over the fact that, fuck me, this game's really hard, I will find myself playing it now, and I'm not really doing anything, and I'm not working towards it. I'm just playing it because I just like, because it's just so nice to play. But what it did give me, so when I beat the Biome 6 boss, who's called, I can't remember what he's called, Duane, you might be able to help me out.
I can't remember. That's 2 months ago.
Dick.
Dick number 6. Well, 5 technically, because Biome 5 hasn't got a boss. I mean, that's the thing with this game. There were so many ups and downs with it. So the first boss is a real hill to get over. The first boss, that I think is the hardest boss in the game. First boss.
He is the hardest boss in the game, and I think he's the hardest because you're still learning the game. I think go back, he's still tricky, but I think he's the hardest boss because you're still learning everything and how to play it. And
well, I thought the last boss was the easiest boss, so that just
the last boss is I've never had a problem with the last boss.
So you get the first boss. That's kind of the first hill. Then the second and the third boss were kind of okay. To be fair, I think that's all right.
Third boss is a bit tricky, but it's depending on.
Oh no, the third the third boss was okay, but
Nemesis.
The third biome
3 can
hard.
fuck off.
That is hard. Oh my god! So that's another hill. You get over that. Biome 4 and Biome 4 boss are pretty easy. And to be honest, I did that, and I thought, do you know, I've got this game licked now. I'm just going to cruise to the end.
And then Biome 5.
Biome 5, yeah. Oh my god, I thought about stopping there because I thought, you know, I cannot do this. I'm going to turn this game off and just forget about it. I've got a few trophies, that'll do. Oh my god! But you just got to keep going with it, and you've got to keep going. And I finished that biome on my last legs of health. I was like, oh my god. So there, anyway, on to Biome 6. And I've got to say, chaps, when I beat the Biome 6 boss, and it's probably because there's so much at stake, because you've worked for an hour, maybe upwards of an hour, getting ready for it, and you know that if you don't do it, you've got to start again. But beating that Biome 6 boss, that gave me the greatest sense of achievement I've ever had in a video game.
Oh wow!
Honestly, it was amazing. It was fucking amazing. I beat. There was a few things because I thought, thank God I've done it. I don't have to kind of go through it again. But I was really intrigued by the story, so I thought, brilliant. I'm going to find out what's going on. And I remember I beat the boss, paused it, went into my kitchen to make a cup of coffee. My wife was out there. She knew all about it because I've been telling her about it all, saying, oh my God. She said, have you done it? I said, yeah, I've done it. And I was kind of leant over the worktop and I was like breathing heavy.
I'm spent. I'm spent.
Oh, it was, honestly, it just gave me it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The only small complaint with the game, I think, is not the story. I think the story is really good, but just how they dole the story out at the end. So, I don't want to give any spoilers really, but you finish the game, you get some of the story, but then you have to go back and do something else to get the rest of the story.
Yeah,
I don't really see why they didn't just give you all the story then. Going back for those things to get the rest of it. I didn't think there was much point to that really. I don't know.
No, because you had to get the things. There was like one thing in each biome, so you had to find 6 things, and then that would give you an extra house sequence, which would then give you the ability to have the proper ending.
I think you should have just had the ending after the final boss. Anyway, that's a small gripe. Brilliant game. I've still got quite a bit to do for the platinum. I've got to get all the scans. I've got them on biome 1. I've got to go 2 to 6, getting all the scans. Get to weapon proficiency level 30.
That's easily done.
Yeah, I've just got.
You just have to play biomes 4 through 6.
Yeah, but I normally ignore proficiency based stuff because I think, well, you go into a new biome and you just get a proficiency thing that sticks it up loads anyway. But I'll have to just do a proficiency run where I just concentrate on that.
Yeah.
And the level 6 challenge room, biome 6 challenge room, I've got to do. But I'll stick with it. My Ratchet and Clank has suffered, chaps, I've got to say. But I just love Returnal.
That's awesome.
It's good. I'm so glad you've actually found because this was your choice, and I'm glad you've actually.
It's one of those where when you're not playing it, you're thinking about it. Do you know what I mean? That's how it's got into me.
It's
really.
I'm not.
Stu. You're missing out, man.
But it's not for everyone,
No,
is it? It's
no, and you have to be.
No, it's not.
And I really believe you need to be in a certain frame of mind to play it. And if you're not, it's the most frustrating, soul-destroying game. I mean, look at the Returnal episode we have, and Rich was on, and how well he did, and he got tooled up. Everything was all going right. He was absolutely. He was going. This is
punishing.
And then all of a sudden he just tripped over a rock, and it all went wrong. And that's what it's been for me playing this game. Every time I've just, I feel like, okay, I'm getting somewhere now, I'm getting some there. And then all of a sudden he goes, no, Stuart, you are crap. And everything about you is crap. Oh yes, you are crap. And I can't deal with that. I don't want it. I play games to enjoy myself, not to get angry or.
But I've got to the point,
up.
Stu. I would, when I'm playing Returnal now, it's sort of like when you play Division, because it's just comfortable now, and it's just the rhythm of it.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I maybe I will go back to it. I'm just my frame of mind's not, with it. So, on other things, and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see. The challenge isn't over yet.
No, you've got the whole year to
exactly
pick up anything you've not done.
Exactly.
But I'm not very good at playing games. I'm not very good.
I'm sorry if you can play Returnal, mate, and you get to the end, you are good at playing games.
You just got to stick at it. That's
I
what I'm saying. I'm not.
No, you are good at games. End. You can play Returnal.
It's not as hard. It's hard, Duane. Is it, Duane? Is it hard? It is hard.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm not saying it's not, but it's kind of like finding a rhythm with it and kind of developing your own play style that works. I mean, if you're gonna, it's kind of like any of like the Soulsborne style games. It's like you kind of have to. So how I play them is I kind of pull enemies out one by one, and Returnal's kind of the same. Like there are rooms like you go in, you kind of edge in slightly, and then
that's where I was.
Don't go in like full board like Leroy Jenkins.
No, so I'll know
you will get destroyed.
Then trust me, I can't even get off the first biome. That's maybe how bad I am. But I know that when I go in a room, I know which enemies I want to deal with first. I know which are the problem ones, and I know, all the ones which are the abs, so I can just like get the stamina up or whatever. And I know the mechanics of it and what to do. It's just when the first room you go into is a lockdown room. No. And that's happened to me 4 times.
That's just unlucky.
Exactly. Was it?
But
exactly. I'm always unlucky. That's the worst thing.
But what a game!
I love it that you love
it. The craft they've put into it as well. Just all the
it's beautiful.
The way it balances out with
game.
the malfunctions and the parasites, all that kind of stuff. I'll have to stop there because we'll be here for fucking hours. Honestly.
We can play. Yeah, we can talk for ages. But no, I absolutely loved it. And so when you put it onto the challenge, I was very happy not because I knew I'd do well with it. It's just the chance to go back and replay it.
It's a banger.
And actually enjoy playing again. It is an absolute banger. So that's you finished, Dave?
Yes.
Just Returnal for you this month?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
So what have you been up to then, Duane?
Well, I've not been up to it. I got my tattoo finished.
Oh,
so
excellent.
I posted that through on the group. I'm very happy with it. It's just healing up very, very nicely now, keeping it all nice and lubed with the Panthen tattoo ointment that I get, which is pretty much, from what I can gather, exactly the same as normal Bepanthen, except it says tattoo on it. I don't know if there's anything extra in it. It's just marketed for people like me, I guess, and I've bought into it.
I didn't know there was a thing for. I haven't got a tattoo, so.
No. People for years have said like Bepanthen, which is like, it's nappy cream, right?
Yeah.
So people have said like that's like really good for. So obviously Bepanthen as a company have gone, yeah, well we're gonna like market this one specifically for people with tattoos. So I don't know that it's any different. I haven't looked into the ingredients, but it has done really well at healing, so I'm happy with it. So it's good. But apart from that, I've not really done a lot else. It's just been a bit quiet, really, generally. Just lots of work, band stuff. Not made.
Oh, how is the band going? Give us a band update.
Arduous. Just arduous.
Okay.
It's arduous. The problem is, so I'm going to be honest, there are too many of us. It's like herding bloody cats at the moment.
Right.
Everybody's like taking holidays, doing other things, so it's just like really difficult.
Real life sucks. It does.
Real life sucks. But it's good. I'm enjoying just doing music, so it's fine, I guess. But apart from that, not really done a lot. It's been quite boring. Quite boring, I have to say. So as regards to what I've been watching, watched a couple of bits and pieces this month. Movies-wise, we decided to watch, because I'd never seen it, weirdly, the original Halloween from 1970, mid-70s, mid-late 70s, with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Classic slasher, yeah.
1978. I reckon 1978.
It's really bad.
Yeah, it's a product of its time.
But it wasn't. So I'm like going, are people scared of, like, people find this scary? I just found it more funny than anything. It was just like, but I didn't understand why people found it scary.
Yeah, but I think you've got to put yourself in, like, if you watched it in 1978 and you've never seen anything like that before.
I'd be like, oh my god, I'm really scared by the terrible acting, terrible dialogue. What?
But it's a classic for a reason, and it's
oh no, absolutely.
It spawned 37 sequels for a reason as well,
Yeah, no, absolutely. But apparently, Lydia was looking at the IMDb Rotten Tomatoes scores, and apparently it's the highest rated of them all. So if they go downhill, I'm not going to bother watching any of the others because if it gets worse,
they're all the same.
I can't.
They're all.
I can't cope.
Can I just Halloween 3? Has anyone seen Halloween 3?
Was it in 3D as well? Was that the marketing?
No, that was Jaws was in 3D. Jaws
I thought there was 3D. Halloween as well.
It might have been. I don't know. But Halloween 3 is completely different to all the others because it hasn't got Michael Myers in it. It's some guy that makes Halloween masks, and the name. Here we go. Here's a little quiz for our listeners.
It says.
What's the name? I'll ask the question and then we'll sort of pause for a bit and then I'll answer it. Just give them a go. What's the name of the company that makes the masks in Halloween 3?
What, the fictional company or the real company?
The fictional company. And there's a little jingle they play. They sing this song about being 8 more days to Halloween. Do you not know? Anyway, that they sing that song all the way through it, and then at the end of the jingle, they say the name of the company that is making the masks. And I'm not going to say it, I'm going to leave it there actually. And the first answers, one of our listeners
answers in the comments, guys.
Comments in the
answers
Facebook
in the comments.
Facebook group. You don't win a prize, but you get our kudos.
Our undying love.
Yeah.
No Googling.
Sorry,
Tell
Duane.
me.
I have no idea.
I kind of hijacked
Oh my
that.
God.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. Bit of movie trivia. Sorry.
Okay, that's just random as. Also watched, it's on Disney Plus, been watching about halfway through, it's called Death and Other Details. It's like a murder whodunit set on a boat with Mandy Patinkin.
More research there, Duane, I see.
What's that?
More
He's
research.
looked into that. Yeah.
More research.
Yeah, you know, for
But yeah, it's quite good, quite enjoying
efficiency
it.
killing.
Quite enjoying it. Quite enjoying it.
Good. I've never heard of
Quite
it.
enjoying
Actually.
Come on, Duane. What about the Acolyte? Come on.
Hang on, getting there. That's because that's going to be the. Also, watch first couple of episodes of House of the Dragon, which is the Game of Thrones thing. Because it's good. It's actually really good. You don't even fucking like Lord of the Rings though, so your opinion
Fucking
doesn't
too
count.
right.
It's just-
Nobody likes
Shoot,
Lord
Game
of
of
the
Thrones
Rings.
is ace, mate. Game of Thrones is ace.
Okay.
Game of Thrones is amazing up until the last couple of seasons where it
Yeah, but it
Isn't.
is, before that was the best
but House
TV
of the
show
Dragon.
ever.
So everybody says that, Duane, so you're being a bit of a sheep. How about
No,
bucking
I'm
the
not.
trend
No.
and enjoying it?
No, I'm not. I'm saying it because it's true.
Okay.
Once it got past where the books got up to, quality deteriorated. It's well-known fact. House of the Dragon Series 2. Annoyingly, with HBO, they don't do the whole previously on, and I started watching it going, I have completely forgotten what's going on here, and I didn't have time to cram the first season, so I'm going to have to probably find some YouTube.
What's the theme tune like?
Or the first season it was different, and now they've gone back to the actual Game of Thrones theme tune.
Because that's one of the
For the
great.
second
That's one
season.
of the greatest theme tunes, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's so. For the first season, they didn't have that; it was different. I think they've actually realised, no, to keep it on brand, they probably should use the Game of Thrones theme tune because it's one of the greatest TV theme tunes. It's awesome.
I don't do. You know where you can skip. You can skip. Can't
No,
you? Skip
no,
intro.
no, you don't, no.
I never skip on Game of Thrones because that's a banging.
No, neither. It's a good one. So onto the Acolyte, which is another Disney Plus. It's Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
It's based in the era of the High Republic, which is about 200 years before the Star Wars that we know and love.
Yeah.
I have to say, I watched the first couple of episodes. I think the first two episodes dropped together, and I watched them both, and I was extremely underwhelmed. I thought it was a little bit ropey. Some of the English people acting, they were just terrible. But I persevered, and actually, from episode 3, it's actually been really, really good. I've really been enjoying it. It's really stepped up its quality from those first 2 episodes.
See, I don't think it has at all. Apart
You don't
from,
think so?
No, where I'm up to, there was no. It's just the acting's awful and the story's terrible. And even the way
the story's not that bad.
And the way it even looks is weird. It's just too murky. No, not murky. It's like the effects aren't as good as the others. I don't know. It's like they had a reduced budget.
I don't know if it's a budget thing, but it does feel very setty, if that makes sense. Like you can tell stuff's a set.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, and
Rather than some stuff you watch and you
noticed,
kind of go, yeah, that feels authentic. Whereas sometimes you watch stuff and it goes, no, that just feels like a
but
set.
the one thing I have noticed with all recent Star Wars series, they do have a certain look to them, because they're filmed on that set where they just project all around the actors. So
I think that was just the Mandalorian.
The volume, that's called, isn't it? The volume.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of others what's using that as well. It's not just Mandalorian.
I don't know if Ahsoka did,
but you can tell.
Andor was real.
Ahsoka was, and Andor was as well. But
No,
anyway,
Andor
you can tell because
Andor wasn't.
They've stopped using it. I read something the other day. They've stopped using it.
Oh, okay. But you can just tell it's got, like, blacks aren't black. It's just grey. It's just weird, and this and Acolyte just reminds me of that. It's just really weird the way they filmed it. No, I just don't think the story's.
Oh, I'm
really
enjoying it now. The first couple of episodes, I was just like. Ugh.
So I mean, this
I've
is
actually enjoyed the last.
This is a spoiler, but this is a funny spoiler. So when I was at school and Return of the Jedi come out, the gossip on the school playground was, did you know Chewbacca dies? I went, what? No, he can't die. Have you seen the film yet? I went, no. I went, oh, he dies. So, fast forward to Acolyte, where they got these badass Jedis. One of them has to be a Wookiee. Badass Wookiee Jedi. In the first scene you see him in, you don't see him fight, you see him dead. This badass Wookiee Jedi dead. Like, really? You could have seen him in action. Just a little bit of action.
I love you Star Wars boys just do not like any of the new Star Wars stuff.
No.
I'm liking Dave. No, I am liking this one.
However, I'm not changing my mind. I don't think it's a very good story, but I'm going to go through it. I'm going to watch them all. But the last episode, I actually quite enjoyed, and that one was the reveal of the evil Jedi or whatever, the Sith Lord, or wasn't Sith then, but the creation of, and it was actually quite. Oh, okay, they're starting to get somewhere now. Like maybe I can see it might be getting better. Where the acting's it has got to pick up though. It's just awful. It's just really bad.
It's okay. So apparently the guy who plays Sol, I can't remember his name, the guy who was in Squid Game, he learnt to speak English in 4 months for this role. So he couldn't speak English before at all.
No, okay, but the accents and that don't bother me and things like that. And the acting isn't, some of it's wooden, some of it, I just think it's not a very good story. At the moment.
It's always all right.
At the moment, it may pick on. But I am going to push back on you there, Dave. The only Star Wars series I have not enjoyed at all is the Book of Boba Fett.
That was
this Acolyte is still better than the Book of Boba Fett.
I didn't think you guys liked Ahsoka. Do you like that?
I liked Ahsoka.
Yeah, I liked Ahsoka. Great.
Oh, it was brilliant. And Andor was one of the greatest.
Andor was amazing.
Yeah. So I have enjoyed them, and I'm glad they're making them. I'm not. But this one, I'm just thinking, I like the idea of it. I just wish they cooked it a bit longer. I just wish
it
they
feels like
spent
it's a bit
more. And the problem is
unpolished.
though, this particular one, it's also really fashionable to hate it for certain groups of people on the internet because obviously it has a very diverse cast, and it's a shame really because to me. It's not that you've got to prove it. You should never have to prove who you are or anything like that. But like to me, this is like, no, this has got to be amazing to tell these people to fuck right off.
Fuck off. Yeah.
And unfortunately, it isn't that. It's like, oh.
Do you think the Star Wars fan base is the most toxic of all fan bases?
Oh hell yeah! It absolutely is.
No, not.
No.
Yes and no.
It is very.
Yes and no. No, but you always get the. It doesn't matter. I don't even think it's even a proper Star Wars fan. It's probably just somebody who's just wants to stir or shout a lot. You could say that about anything. You could say that, like, well, are computer game people the most toxic? I think computer games are more toxic. Yeah, far more toxic than Star Wars are. And Star Trek don't have them because there's no Star Trek, so, you know.
I'm not making this a Star Trek.
I was just going to say, no, I don't think.
I caught a tiny bit of an episode of Star Trek. Is it the new one? Discovery? Is it Discovery?
Well, it's not that new, but
it's not. Yeah, it's just finished.
And it was like the main woman was crawling through a vent, being chased by some kind of alien thing, and I went, "Ooh, alien."
No, Discovery was all right.
Did you finish watching Discovery, Stu?
No, I didn't. No,
I dropped off after series 3, I think.
But yeah, I couldn't deal with Michael's mother. I couldn't stand her. Just couldn't stand her at all. So anyway, that's a different thing altogether. No, but Acolyte. Okay, I agree with Duane. It's getting better, but I'm probably more critical than Duane is. He's probably more willing to give it a go than me. I'm just more
forgiving.
Yeah.
I'm just really enjoying it. After the first 2 episodes, I was a bit like, oh my god. But like we had that conversation where I was like, when we were saying like, it's actually, like you say, it's one of those things where because of that backlash which it had before it even aired,
exactly,
against certain people, you're like, come on, guys, at least give it a chance. And the problem is, it makes any genuine grievance against it feel like you're jumping in with those people, or actually you're not jumping in with those people. who are like the anti-woke, anti-diversity, like whatever, like people that, and you're like going, well, actually, I'm not with those guys, but I do have my issues.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean,
but they're separate issues to what you have. But the problem is, I'm now being lumped in with you.
Exactly. But it is okay to say you don't like it without being. You are one of those people. Unfortunately, on IMDb, the current rating is 3.4 out of 10. I don't agree with that. I do think that's ridiculous. That is just angry people just being angry just for no sake of it. That's probably people who haven't even watched it.
It's a 6 to 7.
Yeah. Yes, I would definitely over a 5. 100%.
Yeah, it's definitely above 5. It's
watchable. That's it. I mean, it's. Yes.
So it's just like it's very frustrating. It's just that kind of that environment we're living in at the moment. This kind of like pushback to like what people consider woke and stuff. Don't get me started. This is a whole thing. I just can't be bothered with it right now.
Yeah, let's keep it light, boys. Come on, let's not get into.
I can't be bothered. Playing. What have I been playing? So outside of challenge games, the new Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC dropped last week before, recently. So I jumped on that because Elden Ring, yes, thank you very much. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes and no.
Can you? Okay. When
yes, no.
Before the DLC dropped, when was the last time you played Elden Ring?
Probably. When did it come out? I think I got through it reasonably quickly.
So
whenever it came out.
So about a year
about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
I platinumed to the main game.
Did you complete the game?
Platinum's the main game.
Oh, okay, of course. So, let's say it was a year. How was your muscle memory?
it took a little while. But I had to. So, and I think a couple of people probably found themselves in the same position that I did. So I had to go back and do a couple of bits because the DLC area is accessed from a particular point. It's not just something you like can access. Like there's a part, like a bit in the game, like an area in the game you have to get to. And to have the DLC unlocked, you have to unlock that area, killed that boss that's there, and also killed another boss that's somewhere else. But I think most people when they
standard From Software tactic, that isn't it?
Yeah. It's
buy this DLC, but we're going to make it really fucking hard for you to even start playing it.
To get to it, exactly.
Yeah. Prove yourself.
So most people will have done like 3 runs because that's what I had to do to get the platinum. And on the last run, it was just like a basic story-only mainline, boof, get to the end, do it. So these 2 areas I hadn't done at all. So I had to go back in and do both of these extra areas before I could access the DLC.
Right.
Yeah, so that was then getting back my muscle memory of like remembering how to play and stuff. And it was fine. I did it relatively easily. But the DLC is kicking my ass. It's like it's actually harder than the main game. It's actually really, really tricky.
Keep at it, Duane. You keep at it, mate.
Oh, I'm really enjoying it.
No matter how many hours you need to put into it.
Put it in the bin, Duane. Put it in the bin.
No, Stu, listen, no.
You're getting both. No, he's getting an equal and fair. No, Duane,
I can see what Dave's trying to do here.
Just keep at it, mate. It doesn't matter if you have to like not play any other games. You just stick at that one, mate. You get it done. You get it done, Duane.
Yeah. Actually, you get it done.
No, I am really enjoying it. It's really, really good. But the problem is, so part of the thing of like Elden Ring is you can like call other people to help you, but when you open up other people to help you, that means other people can invade you. And because everybody's playing the DLC at the moment, people who are invading, like there's lots of them, and they're like all over. So like, when you're playing the main game, you kind of like pull, and you kind of get a bit unlucky if somebody invades you in the area you're in because there's like not so many people, and they're more spread out. So I've actually been a couple of times where I've pulled people to like try to help me. Been invaded so many times, it's just ridiculous. I'm gonna have to just stop doing that. It's just crazy. They invade you, then kill you. It's not fun.
That's annoying, isn't it?
It is annoying when you
have you invaded anyone else?
No, I did. I think I invaded in the main game just to because there's like at one point you have to do it to unlock to get somewhere. bit of a weird,
okay.
like...
Yeah.
But I only did it for that, and then I just basically danced in front of them so they could kill me, so it still counted. So I was like, I'm not going to kill you, I'm not going to be a dick. But, yeah, because I'm not like that. I'm a nice person. But yeah, really enjoying it, but it is hard.
Stick at it. Mate. Stick at it.
I will. I'm in no rush for the main games. I'm doing all right. And the other thing...
He's complacent. He's so complacent.
He's complacent as fuck now. And the other thing is, just as a quick shout out to the new Brian suggested game where some of us have moved off into a little separate group chat from the Coffee Golf.
Yeah. Good.
Coffee Golf can
you lot,
do
you
one.
bloody intelligent weirdos. Do one.
So it's 21 letters, so it's like a little mini Scrabble daily challenge where you get 21 letters and you have to score as high as you can. And I've included in this one, for those who are interested, there's something else which has started called Minute Cryptic, so you get a cryptic crossword clue, and we're doing that as well. Just a bit of fun.
Here's a question for you boys then. I was thinking about this the other day, right? So 21 letters is very good. We're liking that,
yep.
aren't we?
I'm enjoying it, yeah.
Now, so you've got 21 letters, you've got Coffee Golf, you've got Wordle, you've got Connections, the daily mini crossword thing. So there's lots of things. And I think part of what makes them good is you can only do them like once a day for a little bit of time.
Yeah. I like that bit, yeah.
Yeah. It's good, isn't it? So what I was thinking about was what other things outside of video games could be improved by just doing it once a day for a little bit of time.
For a little bit of time, Dave.
I'm not going anywhere with that. I'm just.
What would you do for once a day?
Like being rationed, so I can only do this for 10 minutes a day or whatever. What other things would that make? What things would that improve? I don't know the answer. I was just thinking about it the other day. I think that's an interesting, because this thing of you can only do it once a day. Oh yeah, once a day for 10 minutes.
Work.
But you can only do it once. You can only do it once a day, and you can only do it for a certain. You get one go at it, and that's it. And then you've got to wait.
And you've got to be trying to be better than your last game. I don't know. Maybe a walk, a run. I suppose it's exercise is probably the easiest answer, isn't it?
I don't know that there is an answer. Well, again, we'll check that open to the listeners. What things?
Yeah, but what about if they don't come back with anything? It'd be a very boring.
Well, that's fine. It doesn't matter, does it?
Come on, Joe. You've got this.
Maybe they'll just give us one answer a day for the next week. I don't know, but it just works. That format works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I really like it.
It works.
I mean, I'm only playing the golf game, but I like the discipline of only doing it once a day. Oh, actually, I do play the other. Sometimes I'll play the other games on it, but I only play that main one once a day, and I just first try, boom, done.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, there's a reason so many games are like that. It works, doesn't it? It works.
I do go twice, because if you know the letters coming, you can kind of like strategize a bit to get a better score. But
yeah, you should only do once.
But I'm up front about it. I mean, I'll be like, this is my first go, this is my second go.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's not like I'd like cheat. I'll post both results in.
That's fine.
Chat.
Well, that's what happens in Coffee Golf as well. So people.
Yeah, if you go for the second one, like if you posted a second one but you have posted your first, that's fine. It's like, but Coffee Golf is just like one. Okay, I'm done. This game pisses me off.
You really does annoy you, doesn't it? It's so funny. You can cope with Returnal. You can cope with Elden Ring. You can do all those, Coffee Golf, you fall apart.
It's just so the other day. So was it? Oh god, was it yesterday's one? Honestly, I could have had a 6, but every time, because lining up is so difficult, I missed the hole by a millimeter each time. It just like you're like, it could have just like teetered in on 4 of the holes. It could have like gone in on one hole. Getting a 1 would have been tricky, but a 6 was like definitely like possible. I was just so annoyed. And then I got I think I scored a 10 and didn't even get in the top 50. I was like, how am I getting a 10 and not even registering top 50? It's insane. It's absolutely insane. But anyway, I still do it. Crossword, Wordle, Coffee Golf. That's the order. And then 21 letters and then the Minute Cryptic. It's not like I have a job or anything.
I was going to say. It's quite a lot to fit in.
No wonder all those patients are dying.
Hey, ain't proved nothing yet.
Governor.
Have now. So, moving on. So this is why we're here. This is League of Gaming Gentlemen Trophy Quest. And this month's game is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. So this was Stuart's choice. Just a quick sort of rundown. So Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was released PlayStation 5 in 2021. So
yep.
three years ago. Pretty favourable reviews. It's 9 out of 10 on Steam, 5 out of 5, 9 out of 10. So it's been pretty well received. So yeah, so pretty good reviews all round for Ratchet and Clank on its release. So that's actually a good sign. So Stuart, why did you choose this game?
I wanted to play this game, and
had you not played it before?
No, not this one. No, I played Into the Nexus, and I really loved Into the Nexus. Okay. Apart from the final boss, which was I hated with a passion, but I got through it, and I just thought it was just. It's one of those just nice, not offensive, funny. Well, it's not that funny. I mean, as in the jokes just aren't that funny, really. But they're aimed at a certain age range. But I don't know. It's just like quite nice, and don't have to think that much, and
relaxing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's relaxing. So I never played Rift Apart, and so I had my eye on Rift Apart because I enjoyed Into the Nexus quite a lot, and because I remember Into the Nexus that came out, it was only a £40 game as well, which was quite unusual back then. Obviously Rift Apart though, that was a full brown price, so I was basically waiting for the price to drop, and I was just being a bit of a cheapskate on that one. Because I think because visually,
have we bought this? Have we? I thought this was on.
No, this is on now.
Subscription.
No, yeah. But and that's why I picked it. Oh, great, it's available now. So and I subscribe to that, so I get it as part of my subscription. It's not free. Just like to add that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's not free.
It's part of the subscription.
Part of a paid service.
Yeah. And I think this game is magnitude easier than the first game. I think they must have had focus testing with some 8-year-olds, and they just went, right, try and play this. Well, when I say 8-year-old, I'm saying like my son is 9 and he can beat me at any games anyway. But you know, you can tell it's they've dumbed it right down to the point you can get the platinum, and you don't even have to play it on hard or anything. You go on easy, and you can get all the gold bolts and activate all those if you want, which would give you infinity health and infinity ammo, and you could still get the platinum doing like that. I'd like to add, though, I did not do that with the bolts. But I did play it on easy, because I was going for the platinum. But we'll have a discussion.
I'm playing it on easy as well.
Yeah, might as well. Might as well get the platinum that way.
God.
But I did not. But I did. But I got all the gold bolts. Oh, so this game is also a massive collectathon, which is.
Oh yeah.
Some bits are easy and some bits are so annoying because you have no idea where they are. And if you're trying to play this as a trophy collecting game, and it's a nightmare. Anyway, so when you can get gold bolts, what the gold bolts do, though, they do stuff like you can have different color filters,
it's cosmetics.
Or no, if you get more of them, it was things like infinity health, infinity ammo, things like that. So if you get that and that, you're playing on easy. Yeah, you got, but you didn't get them all then. Actually, there's many times I went in, I didn't even know I had them either, so I got them. And, oh, you can do that.
So you get infinity health and infinity ammo if you collect.
You can do. You can activate it, but I didn't activate them because the game was. You didn't need to. You really didn't need to. There were some bits though that were frustrating. Let's say there were some bits where you got to ride on a rail, and they're just a bit annoying. But visually. Right, I don't know whether I think it was more of a marketing bull, really, but I don't think this pushed the PS5 at all.
No,
it's nice.
It looks really nice.
But I played it in performance mode, so it was 120 hertz frame rate because I've got a monitor that does it, and it still looked beautiful, and it was smooth, didn't stutter once. I think I had one crash.
I didn't have any crashes.
Yeah, I had just one, and then that was it. And it was smooth as butter. It was so nice to play. The weapon variation was quite good. But thing is though, I could have played the game with just one weapon, and that's it. But I had to choose different weapons to get. to get trophies.
You've got to get a trophy.
The only reason,
Yeah, yeah.
the only reason you kind of deviate from like the main weapon and possibly like the shotgun is you get the trophies for
That's it. Yeah.
using different weapons. That's
Yeah.
the only reason I think because this was the second time I played it. I played it before.
Oh, had you? Okay.
Yeah, well, funny story. Somebody I work with entered a competition on our it's kind of like Amazon. It's called Mighty Ape. It's like a New Zealand-based like company, and that's where I get like different stuff like Lego and games and stuff. She entered a competition to win a PlayStation 5, but didn't win the PlayStation 5 and won one of the follow-up like runner-up prizes, which was a download code for Ratchet and Clank on PlayStation 5. You're like, why are you giving away... Anyway, so she's like, oh, you've got a PlayStation 5. And I'm like, yeah. She went, okay, I'll have this code because I haven't and I've won it. So there you go.
Okay.
I was like, thank you very much. So that's why that's the only reason I played it before, is because I'd been given it by somebody.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have got it and played it before now, but I enjoyed it at the time.
Yeah, so I was waiting. I was waiting to get it. So I was looking forward to it. So I mean, the story's okay. It's serviceable.
It's fine. It's serviceable.
The character animation though is amazing. You can tell.
It's
Insomniac are just amazing. It's just every little bit. If you just leave the characters just stand there, it's the animation in it and like the little things and everything. What's going on in the environment? Lots of hustle and bustle in the town.
It's a very polished game, and it's very polished.
It is.
It's very like from a technical standpoint, it's actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Like it's so cartoon. So when I played it, I think first time and this time, I think my observations are going to be pretty much the same. It's loud and annoying, like Saturday morning cartoons.
Yes.
When you're an adult, slightly with a slight hangover. Like I wouldn't want to play this game with a hangover.
What's the target audience for this game then?
I don't know.
12-year-olds.
I don't know. I don't think it is.
12-year-olds.
My lad wouldn't play this. He's 16. He wouldn't play this game.
No, I don't think it is. There's a thing at the moment. I'm going to go off Ratchet and Clank just for a minute, but what's the Astrobot? There we go. And there's a conversation at the moment going, who's Astrobot actually aimed at? Now you think about it, and go, oh well, it's cute characters. It's going to be aimed at little kids. So not really. It's aimed at our generation, and it's all about nostalgia. You know, my lad doesn't even know what a PS1 is. Well, he does because I've told him, but he doesn't know what a memory card is for a PS1. He doesn't care. Why would he even want to? You know, it doesn't appeal to them. It appeals to us. So I wonder if Ratchet and Clank is in the same kind of vein. It's like, well, Ratchet and Clank was on the PS2 actually. It started off PS2, didn't it? And
don't know.
And therefore, I never played them at them. I only played them on the PS4, on the remake, on the Nexus. And and I wonder if it's purely just for nostalgia point of view. Like, did you ever see the film of Ratchet and Clank?
No.
By the way? No, it's not very good. It's actually, animation-wise, it's incredible, and the game is incredible, and you're thinking, blimey, that, but it's such a boring film. And lots of things happen as well, but it's just boring. I don't know. I remember even taking the kids to see it, and they got bored with it. But I don't think this is even aimed at kids. I mean, aesthetically it is. When you look at the cover art for it, it is, very kid-like animation or artistry.
Bright and
that's it. But I don't know who it's actually aimed at. I think it's aimed at us. I really do believe that.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? You think, if you're spending, because it's obvious. You just look at the game; they spend a shitload of money on it. You can tell it's had a lot of expense.
Yeah,
it's polished.
Well, it was a full price game when it was released.
But who's buying it? Who bought it?
Well, adults basically. And also, I noticed this is one of the rare games as well. Or not one of the. You can tell Sony, or to me, Sony are trying to be like Nintendo, where they want to have their games keep a higher price for longer. And this game kept its price. I mean, if it dropped in price, it was only by about a tenner. And then went back up. So that's why it was always out of my reach, really. I was there going, I'm not. I mean, okay, I would use CD keys and get cheaper discounts and blah, blah, blah. But it was just like, no. Because I got sport with into the nexus of being £40. That's what I wanted to pay for this game as well. And if this was £40 on release, I would have bought it day one. Easy. Would have been an easy purchase for me.
How much was it? 70?
It was 70. It was full price.
Yeah.
And it kept that price for a long time as well. It just did little dips.
Who bought that game for 70 quid?
Well, I don't know. I don't think it did that well, actually. because on the PlayStation leak, when Insomniac got hacked and they had all the data, they basically this game didn't do anything, hardly, didn't move the needle. I think it paid for itself and that was it.
Right. Okay.
They didn't really make any money.
I have to say that's a shame. It's a very competent.
Game. Just as a part of just looking at the artwork and how all the animation hangs together. That's just like you can
a lot of love and attention has gone into it. It has,
yeah. So, but right, the more important thing is, how did we all do?
Okay, so before we go into that, there's just a quick recap of the rules. So, as we are Trophy Quest, we are hunting trophies. I think we all know this by now. Just quickly, bronze 1 point, silver 2, gold 3, and of those all important platinums, they're worth a lovely 20 points. So, how did we do with Ratchet and Clank? David, over to you.
Can I just say then, just before we get into that,
no.
Well, all right then, Stuart.
Yes.
Stuart platinumed it. Well done, Stuart.
Thank you very much.
Wanker! How dare you? Well done, Stu. Just joking.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Duane, you did well. You didn't platinum it
Yet.
because complacency is creeping in.
No, it's not. I just, it's like Stu said, it's like a lot of collecting. I can't be bothered with that right now. I might come back to it later on if I need to.
So what was the
easiest
trophies to get, Stu? What was the hardest? What was the one you enjoyed the most?
I haven't got a list of the trophies in front of me, but they were all easy to get.
Yeah.
To be fair, all you got to do is read the description, apart from one, and I had to use a guide. Because if I didn't use a guide, I would have smashed my PlayStation into little pieces. It was collecting the teddy bears, I think it was. They were just... right, when you look at the guide, I basically found... I think there's 8 of them you got to find, and I found 5 of them. And I just, for the life of me, could not get the others. I just did not know where they were.
Well, some of the maps are huge. So
yeah, I know, that's it. And they're in completely random places. Just, they're just, there's one there.
I'll be honest, I've only found one, and that's the one which is in the... Like the one which is at the start of the the bar area, where it's just like that's a.
Oh yeah, you can't not find that one. But I found 3 of them by accident.
Yep, that's
you know when you walk past something and then there's a triangle going. Oh, I'll click that. Oh, I picked up a bear. Okay, cool. So, luckily it was only a bronze trophy, so I only have 1 point deducted.
But it then gives you the 20, so
it does give me the 20. So I think it was well worth the sacrifice.
What trophy was it, Stu?
It was the teddy bear one.
On my,
it's the teddy bear one.
The Krieger bear. Find all the Krieger bears.
But all the rest really they are easy.
They just pop.
They are just.
They just.
Yeah, you just got. There'll be things like max out X gun, or do this, or do so many kills, or
max out gun, or use this gun so many times.
Get gold on the challenge, and it's. And if you're playing on easy, it's just a doddle.
Well, to be honest,
actually,
I'm not even going to talk about this yet, but I didn't even play it on easy. I just played it on normal, and I didn't struggle.
So it's funny. I've been playing it on easy.
It's so fluffy. It's so fluffy.
Yes,
that might be is that the first one? There's 2. There's one for finding one, and there's one for finding all of them.
Unbearably awesome that's a gold trophy, so it's not.
Is
that
it?
One, yeah.
No,
it might be that one.
Trophy. Oh,
it might be that one.
Trophy.
It might be that one.
I don't want it to be that
one. So Stu lost 3 points.
No. Stu's only lost 1.
No, I think he might have lost 3.
No.
Hang on, let's go to my PlayStation app.
Okay, it must be then. Hang on, it must be.
I'm pretty sure that was
Yes, it is. It is. Okay, I do apologise. It is gold, listeners. I've been found out. I was hoping I can get away with a 1 point deduction, but I was found out. But honestly, it's a nightmare. If you two can find those bears just on your own without the guide,
I don't think I'm going to bother.
Game on to you.
I tried to do it without a guide because that'll just be horrendous.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the only annoying trophy I found. All the rest are a doddle. There's some though. Oh, there's what I can't really say because it'll give it away. No, it's not that. It's you do something and you're just thinking, how the hell am I supposed to do that? It doesn't even make any sense until you realise you haven't levelled it up properly, or not properly, but you need to level it up before it unlocks something else, and then you can do a certain thing. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to be cryptic with that one because I don't want to give you any ideas. But But yeah. But no, it was a relatively easy game. As I played it. Oh, that was it. So I played it all on easy, and then all of a sudden there was this one boss battle, and I was getting absolutely hammered. And I was thinking, hang on, I'm playing this on easy. I should be just blasting through this because I want the trophies. I had a look, and I put it on extreme by accident somehow. I was just saying, going, what? Yeah, but like, wait, okay, you got to think about it. If you're being used to playing it easy, and then all of a sudden it just ramps up to this ridiculous. It was like, what the hell? So I dropped it back on easy. Obviously completed it and went through, so it's fine. So yeah, I just want to get the trophies, Duane. You're wrong on every level on this. Wrong.
Well, I played it on normal, and honestly, I didn't struggle on normal either.
Well, okay, good for you.
No, I'm just saying, I just don't think it's a difficult game. That's all I'm saying on this. I don't think it's a particularly difficult game.
Yeah, but it gave me an option. It gave me an option, and I saw that it doesn't affect the trophies, so I'm going to pick easy. Of course I am.
No, that's fair enough.
I've gone the same route as you, Stu, but I'm going to defend Duane slightly on this. For what I've played of it, and to be honest, boys, I've played like an hour, because every time I turn my PS5 on, there's like, do you want to play Ratchet and Clank or Returnal? And I'm just picking Returnal. But the times I have played Ratchet and Clank and I've gone on easy, it's boring.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but I'm not playing it for that. I'm playing to get the trophies.
No, I suppose. Yeah, I guess so. And it's in some ways it's the same as Returnal because it's a third-person shooter. For the first half an hour,
are very similar.
Yeah,
a lot of
the
mechanics
first
are very
half an
similar.
hour, I kept pressing the circle button to dash. I was like, hang on, I'm not fucking dashing. But then you get a dash.
Which is the circle button, yep.
Which is the circle button, so that's the same. So you're right, the mechanics are more or less the same. But they're just, like, squishier. They're not, Returnal's mechanics are sharp as fucking nails.
It's tight.
Yeah, but you cannot compare Ratchet and Clank to Returnal. You cannot.
What just that?
You
just did.
Third person. No, but it's not the same.
It's the same mechanics.
No, it's not really. It's third person. Great. Okay.
Dash button.
Well, okay, then it's the same as Mass Effect.
Third person.
It's the same
shooter.
as Division 2 and Division 1.
Division 2 ain't got a dash button. Has it?
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't mean. Yeah, but I'm just saying it's third person. What you're doing is bringing them all in together. They're all the same game. They're not. They're all different. They're all different games.
The mechanics are similar.
I just said the mechanics with Returnal and Ratchet and Clank are similar.
Okay. Well, maybe I can transfer this skill then to Returnal.
Maybe you can.
You can.
Maybe.
There's no maybe about it, mate. You can. You can.
So, but the thing is, though, it's a good palate cleanser. You know, it's a nice, easy, steady game. Do a bit here, do a bit there, then drop out. You can actually play a bit of this game for an hour, put it down for 6 months, and go back to it and be exactly where you were. I would challenge you to do that with Returnal or Elden Ring.
No, absolutely.
Mate, you can play Returnal for 10 minutes, die and end up exactly where you started. No problem.
That's so true. So, yeah, back to the scoring. So, Stu got platinum on that one, minus the 3 for using the guide. That's completely allowed.
Right, so let's tell you the scores. Because I am the trophy information totaler.
I did also get 2 other trophies outside of this.
Oh, so we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Well, I've done some calculations then. So at the end of last month, Duane's score was 220.
Woo!
His score now is 342.
How did I do that?
So for this month, he scored 122 points.
So that was. Can we just? Well, we'll just talk about it. So
but you platinumed Kena, didn't you?
I platinumed Kena,
Spoilers.
which was not the easiest thing to do, because that involves finishing on master difficulty, which was a fucking challenge.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Stu, you're looking forward to that already, mate. I can sense.
Well, you know, I'm looking forward to this more than Liza P. Yeah, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Go on, Dave. Sorry, you carry on. You're still reading out.
So, Duane, 122 points for the month.
Well done.
So that was a platinum for Kena, and then just a load for
some
Ratchet and
other
Clank.
stuff. Yeah.
For Ratchet and
So
Clank.
Stu started the month on 160 points. Finished the month on 238.
Okay.
Nice. That's a big jump, mate. Well done.
Which was 78 points for the month.
Cool.
Well done, Stu.
Thank you. That wasn't all made up of Ratchet and Clank, though.
The reason I paused that is because I had to take 3 off because I didn't realise you'd used
okay.
the lifeline. So anyway, it took me that long to mentally subtract 3 in my head.
It's tricky maths, mate.
I tell you, this is content gold for the maths people out there.
I started the month on 118 points. Finished the month on 149 points.
God damn.
But you've made massive headway in Returnal,
To
and
be fair,
you're going to get that
So
platinum.
I scored 31 points, so I had a fucking abysmal
Once you
score.
get that Returnal platinum under your belt, mate, that's it.
Yeah, I had an abysmal score, but an amazing month in terms of
Yeah, exactly. So I'd say you've made like massive headway with Returnal. Like Ratchet and Clank is easy. You'll just blast through it. It's an easy win, honestly.
It is. Yeah.
So 149 points. I'm bringing up the rear. Stu, who misses? Stu, 238 points. Duane is still way out in front, 342 points.
Wow. Well, that helps that he has got a platinum in the game, which we're going to be talking about next. But hey ho.
Yes.
Well, yeah. See, and Duane said this a couple of months ago, and he's right. There's only a certain amount of points available.
Yeah.
And Dwayne's scoring on quicker than us, but it doesn't mean he can score any more than us.
No, he can't.
No, once I've run out of score,
he can
that's it. Like,
technically, because I've used a guide. If he doesn't use a guide,
there is no way.
No, but if you didn't,
no.
then
I
you
mean,
would have.
technically, you're absolutely right. But there is no way I'm going to go.
No way I could ever beat you. Kind of thing. So.
Unless,
That's what makes it
unless I have like an absolute spare 100 hours to go and scour all those areas, like I don't think so.
I'm just glad I didn't pick System Shock because that is a horrible platinum, horrible, and also you got to complete the game in 10 hours on hard difficulty, a master difficulty.
Yeah, no, that can fuck off.
But I'll tell you what I will say. I've never cared about trophies before. But I'm looking at the platinum for Returnal, and I think 1.5% of people have got.
Oh yeah, you want to get it?
Yeah, it's a
really
rare one.
platinum.
Oh, Dave, are you counting in your score? Because we've mentioned this in our little individual chat. Are you counting the DLC Returnal trophies as well, or not? Or just the main game ones? They're separate. They are separated.
I know, but okay. How would you? What I'm trying to say
just main game.
I don't want to do it. So therefore, how do I know I'm wasting my time unlocking a trophy when I could have been?
Right. So the DLC trophies are only in the Tower of Sisyphus, and they are separated in your like PlayStation profile trophy list.
Okay. So I didn't.
So
I've earned a couple of DLC trophies. And I don't know how. I didn't even know.
Have you been in the Tower of Sisyphus?
I can't have. Have I done it? Because I'm sure I've.
When you come out of the ship, at the start, over on the right hand side, there's a ledge that. You haven't because you haven't got to. You haven't.
Yeah,
got
you're
grapple.
right. I'm thinking.
Have you not got the grapple? No, you can't even get there yet. So no, that's fine.
Okay, right, okay. Sorry.
So we're not. So just to clarify, we're not counting DLC trophies, just main game stuff.
Just main game.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Otherwise, I'd have to go back in and get those too. But
here's an interesting trophy fact. What's the rarest trophy you have on your normal account, not the log account?
Possibly this one, actually. I don't know how to look.
The Returnal?
Probably that one. Because I think Bloodborne, I think is actually quite high. Because I think it's like one of those ones which people like go for. And the same with the Elden Ring one. I think that's one that people go for. But I think Returnal is one of those games where people started playing it and then stopped. So
actually... in terms of people finishing the game, it's a very low percentage of people that start.
Yeah.
I think it's 10. I think I read earlier it's 10% of people that start Returnal finish it.
Right, my rarest trophy I own is only 1.4% people. Oh, we're only going by if they've registered with PSN Profiles.
Yep.
So I only can go by that number. Yeah,
so
there's obviously
PSN
a lot
Profiles
less.
on my normal account.
I do on mine, and it 1.4%, and it's ultra rare, and it's a SingStar trophy. Save 20 pieces of media. Actually, my rarest top 3 trophies are all SingStar.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. No, 4. Shit, I've got 4. Sorry. And then I've got,
random.
oh my God, and I've got one. I didn't know I played this. It's Firewall Zero. Remember that VR game?
Oh, mate, yeah.
That's the 5th.
Well, and that's rare because nobody played
it. That's why that's rare.
Yeah.
No.
There's only us who played it, mate.
No,
my
top 3 is SingStar. Anyway, that's my little
random
thing. Anyway,
so that's it. That's our thoughts. That's how we did. So thoughts on Ratchet and Clank and how we did in our trophy hunting this month.
What's
next month's game then?
So next month's game is my choice, and it's Kena. I always forget how to say it. Bridge of Spirits. So it's kind of I describe it as Souls light. Yeah, it's PlayStation 5 exclusive, I think, or PlayStation 4 and 5 exclusive. Really good. I've enjoyed it. So we'll talk about that next month. So, Stuart, take us out.
So, housekeeping. Everybody knows us on Facebook, so that's probably the best place to find us. But you can also search for us on Twitter and Instagram. Just search for TheLoggBox on whatever search engine you want to, and that's log with 2 G's, and you should see us there, the League of Gaming Gentlemen. You can also email us at TheLoggBox@gmail.com. Anything you want to email us, pictures, artist impressions of us, or
that'd be nice.
That'd be quite nice. Then we can all have a competition.
No AI art, please, thank you. Only real art.
The best place to get us on is Facebook, really, because that's where we hang out mainly. To be fair, we've been a bit lack. We haven't really posted that much on Facebook, but I'm sure if the community engage on Facebook, we would also engage back.
I'll stream some. I'll stream some Ratchet and Clank as well. Actually, let's have a bit of streaming.
Yes, need to get on that streaming thing now. I did stream Returnal with Dave's help. Unfortunately, I think it was actually really good. I learnt a lot of stuff. However, our audio didn't come through.
The audio, wasn't it? Yeah.
And it was so annoying because I did think it was actually, it wasn't great content kind of thing, but it was like you were telling me things and I was there going, that happens. And, I didn't know that. Okay. So, so it was a nice little thing. Unfortunately, when you watch it now, it's just silence. This guy going loads of mistakes. So it's a shame. But yeah, I'll try and do some, actually I might try and stream some Kia, whatever, IKEA, whatever you want to call it. IKEA.
Meatballs.
Now I have actually started that game and I've got a couple of trophies, but I'm really right at the side. I'm literally in just the training area, I suppose you call it, so, but so far it's quite cute. It's quite all right.
It's a very cute game.
Yeah, so it's quite all
but
right.
Play it on normal difficulty or above, and it's a very sort of misleading appearance, I have to say.
Anyway, that's the end of the housekeeping, which was a bit of a...
Well done.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, we got there. It's fine.
So back over to you, Duane.
Right, okay, so thanks for joining us in our ramblings this month, and we will see you, I guess, next month. Happy trophy hunting, guys.
Okay.
See you soon.
Bye.
Play ball.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.